It seems like everybody's following the exact same YouTube playbook and wondering why they're all getting the exact same garbage results. Post daily, chase every trend, wait until you have better equipment, copy what's going viral. Congratulations, you're doing exactly what a million other invisible channels are doing. See, I wasted 8 years of my life copying what worked for other people, and once I finally hit 50,000 subscribers, I still had no momentum because I had no focus. I just wanted attention, and once I realized that, everything changed. That's when I started breaking the rules that everybody was treating like gospel that were not working. And I started creating not from attention, but creating with intention. My main channel now has over 300,000 subscribers, more than 21 million views, completely organically. But here's the thing. I'm not just going to tell you what you're doing wrong in this video. I'm going to show you exactly what to do instead. Look, I've had success with multiple types of content over the years. I'm talking music parodies that went viral, millions of views, product reviews with hundreds of thousands of views, tutorials hitting the same type of numbers, educational videos with 1 million views. These principles work whether you're teaching, you're entertaining, or you're reviewing. Now, I think the problem with a lot of the YouTube advice out there is that by the time it becomes common knowledge and everybody's talking about it, it's usually already outdated. I've built multiple 7-figure businesses from YouTube, not by following some guru's rules, but by testing hundreds of videos to figure out what actually works, especially for running a business with YouTube. So for each rule that I break in this video, I'm going to give you the exact fix. I hope you're ready because we're going to fix your channel. Now, rule number 1 is post daily or die. Look, posting daily without value is just noise. And with all the AI generated slop that's clogging up YouTube right now, we don't need any more noise. Here's what to do instead. I post as often as I can make something that I'm actually happy with, like really satisfied with. For me, that's about once a week here. Mark Rober, OG YouTuber that I've been watching for years, he posts once a month. He gets 30 to 50 million views per that one monthly video. MKBHD, I just saw an awesome interview with him, and he said that he does the video when the product's ready or ready for review or worth reviewing, one of the two. The point is that you have to find your pace. How long does it take to make your best videos? Track this stuff, guys. Add a little bit of buffer for life, right? Lord knows we have 2 young kids, so life is a little bit crazy right now. So if I think that it's going to take 3 hours to shoot a video, edit a video, script a video, do whatever, then I add a little bit more into maybe the 4-hour territory. That's your schedule, and every one of us is going to have a little bit different schedule. But here's the key to actually sticking to it. Your audience needs to know when they can expect you, and they need to know if it's going to be worth waiting for. Because one great video every week beats 7 rushed videos every time. Test it for 30 days. Don't miss a single upload. See what happens here, guys. Now, rule number 2 is chase every trend. This one makes my skin crawl. Remember those fidget spinner channels back in the day? Yeah, neither does anyone else. When the trend dies, the channel dies with it. And I see that time and time again, unfortunately, from some of the comments from you guys. Here's what works better. Make your normal content, but then use trends to get discovered. So if you teach productivity and everybody's talking about AI, make a video using ChatGPT or one of these tools for productivity. You're still teaching productivity. The trend just gets more eyeballs on it. Now, I'd say about 80% should be your core content. Maybe 20% can weave in and out of those trends. But if your core audience wouldn't care about the video without the trend, I would personally skip it. Now, rule number 3 is shorts are mandatory. YouTube keeps pushing shorts because they're scared of TikTok. But here's the thing. Shorts viewers and long-form viewers are completely different people. Look, somebody watching shorts is killing time at a red light. Maybe they're waiting for their food to heat up in the microwave. Or let's face it, when they're on the toilet. Now, somebody watching a 10-minute video, a 15-minute video of yours, they just chose you over Netflix. Which one do you think is going to buy your stuff? Which one is going to become a loyal fan and a repeat supporter? If you really want shorts, I personally recommend most people launch a separate channel for it. I just personally don't mix these audiences. We're talking about focused attention versus distracted attention. I focus on long form because that's where the business is. That's where the sponsorships are. That's where the opportunity lies. Not the 30-second dopamine hits that are here today, gone tomorrow. Now, rule number 4 is never leave your niche. And this one's tricky because it's half true. You could expand your topic, but you have to serve the same person, the same audience. If you look at somebody like Ali Abdaal, he started with medical school content, and now he talks productivity, business, books, but it's all for the same audience, people optimizing their life. When I went from music production to music marketing as my main focus after going deaf in my left ear back in 2016, it made sense to keep it on the same channel because they were married together. But once I shifted my time and attention to YouTube strategy for entrepreneurs, this content, totally different audiences, and I knew that I had to start a new channel from scratch, which has been so much fun. Now, the question isn't, is this my niche? It's, would my audience care about this? If yes, make it. If no, maybe it's time for a second channel. All right, rule number 5 is beat the algorithm. Let me ask you something. Think about your favorite YouTube video, the one that you've watched a million times. Did you watch it because it beat the algorithm and it was optimized? Or was it because it was actually good? That's my point. The algorithm isn't some mysterious force. It's literally showing people what they want to watch. So instead of trying to hack it, just focus on this stuff. Are people watching most of your video? Aim for 50% retention. Are they clicking on your video when they see your thumbnail and title? 5% click rate is a good starting point. Are there other people watching other videos after that from you? 20% is a great number to have. I'm talking about how many people watch your video versus how many people click on another one of your videos after they watch. When those numbers work, the algorithm works for you. It's not magic, it's math. Actually, wait, I want to tell you something that's going to change how you see YouTube forever. YouTube doesn't care about your channel. YouTube doesn't care about my channel. And I'm being serious here. YouTube doesn't track channels the way that you think. It tracks viewer session time. When someone opens up YouTube, they statistically have about 20 minutes to kill on average. YouTube's entire job is to keep that person there for the full amount of time that they have, right? Your video isn't competing with other channels in your niche per se. It's competing with everything else that viewer might watch instead. The cooking video, the comedy sketch, the true crime documentary thing that popped up on their homepage today for some reason. That's why channels with random topics sometimes blow up. They're not serving a niche, they're serving a viewing session. Once I understood this, I stopped thinking, what does my channel need to what does my specific viewer need right now? See, YouTube isn't a TV network where the channels matter. It's a recommendation engine where session time matters. Your job isn't to build a channel. It's to own a piece of someone's day. And by the way, if you want a complete YouTube growth system, all my frameworks and templates and strategies, a perfect companion for my channel videos, grab my Ultimate YouTube Growth Guide. I'll have a link in the description box below. You guys have been giving me a lot of great feedback, so keep it rocking. I'll have that link down there. Anyway, let's talk about SEO. Now, rule number 6 is perfect your SEO. Look, everybody's trying to rank for these big, obvious keywords in their niche. Good luck with that. You're going to be buried real quick. What actually works is by targeting the weird specific stuff that people are typing in at 2 o'clock in the morning or when they're desperate for help. Look at a cooking channel. They're not going to target how to cook, right? You know that. I know that. But a lot of people still think that this is the way to do it. They should target instead, why does my bread always turn out dense? Or cast iron skillet smoking every time I cook. These aren't huge searches, but the people that are typing them need the exact thing that you're teaching. So how do you find these? We could start by typing our topic into YouTube search and seeing what it suggests. Read your comments. Read comments on other channels that might be a few chapters ahead of you. What are people actually looking for? You can look at forums in your space. Reddit has a lot of great subreddits that have topics that you can go in and you can filter by upvotes and see what people are upvoting to get the topics to answer the questions, to get the topics to solve problems. What problems keep popping up in your space? Then make your title match their exact problem, and then actually solve it in the video. The riches are in the specific problems that no one else is addressing. All right, rule number 7 is you need professional gear first before anybody's gonna take you seriously or you have any chance of your channel growing. Now, I use a Sony a7S III. I use a Sony G Master 24mm f1.4 lens. This is an expensive setup, but when I first started back in 2010, I used a $50 used Kodak EasyShare camera that happened to have a video mode. I'll put a video up on the screen right now. You can see what that looks like here. Now, I have a video on my main channel that made me over $1 million. Yes, one video grossed over $1 million. And I talk about that in a different video here on my channel. I shot that with an old Sony a6500 with a super cheap lens. Your iPhone shoots better videos than most of the high-end cameras from yesteryear. So just use that. And here's the order that actually matters if you're wondering. First, your audio matters the most, so get decent audio. People forgive bad video, low-lighted or low-lit video, but they won't forgive bad audio because most people listen to it in earbuds or headphones. Second, find a light of some sort. You can get it off Amazon. I recommend just the window to start. Last, don't worry about the camera until you're making money. Use what you have until what you have pays for what you want. And got to remember, guys, every video is a chance to connect with your audience. Don't wait for perfect gear to make that connection. I know somebody, true story, I'm not going to name names here because he might be watching this. 8 years, probably 6 to 8 years. Hey, you starting that YouTube channel? Hey, you doing that thing? I'm waiting for this new camera to come out. I got this new thing. I got to learn it. It's always an excuse. Don't let gear get in your way of making the content. you have a phone, you have a webcam, you have someone in your life that has one of these things if you're in a situation where maybe you don't have a working, you have a shattered lens on the back of your camera. Anyway, I'm getting in the weeds here. The $1 million video didn't work because of what camera I used. It worked because I solved a real problem for real people. I went from a $50 Kodak to making 7 figures, and I upgraded along the way. You're perfectly fine with that phone. Now, rule number 8 is the first 3 seconds are everything. And yeah, the first 3 seconds matter. Don't get me wrong, but you know what matters more? The points where everybody clicks away. Check your attention graph. You'll see drops after 30 seconds, maybe after your intro at the 2-minute mark when energy dips halfway and people think they got the point. So what do? You inject hooks, and I did a video on this recently. You don't just have that opening hook. You have hooks before these dips. You study where people click off, and then you inject hooks along the way to keep their attention. Like at 150, right, before the 2-minute drop, say something like, but here's what nobody talks about, or this next part changed everything for me. I've been putting these in this video. I'm kind of breaking the fourth wall here, but I do this with every video that I do. You got to plan these hooks first. You got to plan the flow of your video, then build your content around it. Don't just hook them once, keep them hooked. Now, rule number 9 is that thumbnails are everything. A lying thumbnail is actually the fastest way to kill your channel. People talk about clickbait. They don't understand it. They think that, oh, just because it has a great title and a thumbnail, it's magically going to trick everybody. If YouTube sees a lot of people clicking but nobody sticking around, it's not good news. Here's what I learned from mentors along the way, as well as interviews that I've seen with like Mr. Beast's team years ago. Design your thumbnails first. This is how I've been doing it for years. Have a title ready before you shoot the content. Then make a video that delivers on that promise between the title and the thumbnail, how you package things. If your thumbnail promises a transformation, your video damn well better show a transformation and exactly how to get it. I'd rather have 3% of people click and watch the whole thing rather than 10% click and leave after 20 seconds. YouTube knows the difference, and it rewards the first one every single time. We want people to click and enjoy, click and get value, click and stick around. Now, rule number 10 is that the market is saturated. Adam, it's too late to start on YouTube. There's no point. Cool. More room for the rest of us who start anyway. Every single year, I hear that it's too late. Since 2010, oh, it's saturated. It's too many people. It's like, okay, how is it that every year new channels blow up? Answer that for me. And don't say ads or luck or their parents are rich. Like I get that comment all the time, which I'm just like, really? You know what's actually saturated though? Mediocre content. And those people that are commenting those things have channels that either copy everybody else or videos that don't really solve problems, or they're making content for them and not a viewer. But if you can answer these 3 questions, what problem do you solve? Who has the problem? And why should they trust you? Then there's infinite space for you here on YouTube. The market isn't too crowded. Most people just aren't good enough. So work towards being good enough. And let me break that down real quick before you guys start trying to roast me in the comments. If you pick up a guitar day number 1 and you're not good by month number 2, is it because guitars are a scam or the guy that you paid to learn guitar didn't teach you fast enough? If you pick up a set of golf clubs and you go golfing 4 times in 5 months and you're not good yet, is golf a scam? Is a golf instructor that you skipped out on a bunch of lessons a scam? No. It's because you didn't put enough time and attention into something that you tell people you're serious about, but you're not actually serious about. Look, none of these things in this video are magic fixes, but if you're still following these dead rules, the things that I've been breaking apart, you're building on a broken foundation, and that's the whole point. Now, if you're serious and want to take your YouTube to the next level and actually need a step-by-step plan, watch this video next. If you haven't yet, click that little subscribe button to join the channel family here. I would love for you to join us here. If you haven't yet, click that little like button, the bell icon to be notified, and until next time, I appreciate you watching.